I would like to call this meeting of the Balanced Civil Service Commission to order. Could we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Commissioner Knight,
Here.
Commissioner Betts,
Here.
Commissioner Nally.
Here.
Okay. First item, approval of the minutes of January 27, 2021.
Move adoption.
Second.
Been moved and second. We have a roll call for approval.
Commissioner Knight,
Yes.
Commissioner Betts,
Yes.
Commissioner Nally.
Yes.
Okay. Stand approved. Public comments? No public comments, huh? Okay. Moving right along. Action items.
All right. Amy.
Well, I'll jump right in there, Liz. So the first action item on the agenda today is a request to approve the passing score for firefighter EMT recruitment cycle that we are in the process of right now. We just finished a recruitment cycle that lasted from September to December. We completed the subjective component of that recruitment cycle at the end of January. And what we are requesting today is approval of a passing score of 52, which will get all of our candidates who did the written test, passed the physical agility, and the subjective component onto the register for the next, until the next recruitment cycle.
Okay.
Okay. I'd move that we set the passing score at 52.
52 or 55?
52.
Yeah, the memo
Second.
says 52.
A second.
Okay. Any questions? Okay. And hearing none?
Commissioner Knight,
Yes.
Commissioner Betts,
Yes.
Commissioner Nally.
Yes.
Okay, that's stand approved.
Okay. All right. So next up, we are requesting to establish a new classification. This is for stormwater engineering technician, and it would be levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is very similar to the currently existing civil engineering technician 1 through 4, but it's more specialized. And the hiring manager felt that it was so specialized that it really needed to be in a classification of its own and have its own specific job requirements and duties.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and second. Questions? Hearing none, we'll take a vote.
Commissioner Knight,
Yes.
Commissioner Betts,
Yes.
Commissioner Nally.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So next, as Femi and I were discussing, we realized that historically we have been requesting that typically passing scores be established based on the minimum qualifications. And Femi, please feel free to jump in here anytime.
Okay.
But our goal is to have as large and a diverse pool as possible for our candidates and for our hiring managers to choose from. So we would like going forward to establish a default as the minimum qualifications, specifically education and experience per the job descriptions. Now, there may be times when we need to come back and say, well, based on this particular position, we do request a specific passing score, but just in general going forward, we would like to establish the passing score based on the minimum qualifications.
Okay.
So I don't know that does this proposal say that you would come and ask us for a different passing score in particular circumstances?
I believe it may say unless otherwise specified.
Oh, yes, I think it may say that. Unless
Yeah, it just
otherwise
excludes,
specified.
specifically it excludes police officer, firefighter, and then
Mhm.
unless otherwise specified.
Mhm.
So unless we were asking for something other than the minimum qualifications, this would just pose as a standard for
Mhm.
all other civil service positions.
Right. Well, that is what you do. Was there a time when we were doing it in a different way? It just seemed like we were doing different. It was, and so
Yes. Yes, we were, for quite a while, we were establishing specific numerical
mhm,
passing points.
mhm,
And the more experience we had, we realized that it just made more sense
mhm,
to typically establish the registers based on the minimum qualifications so that indeed the hiring managers could have a very broad pool to select from.
mhm. Right. You know, I did something really weird today. I read all the civil service rules, and there was and I'm going to vote for this, but there is a rule about having no more than 30 people on the
Mhm.
register. So do you
That's-
follow that rule?
We do. So at any
Okay.
one time, the hiring managers can only consider the top 30. So we will
Okay.
still continue to score the applicants,
Mhm.
but the hiring managers, they'll look at the top 30 and then they
Mhm.
can move down once those top 30 have been considered.
Right. Okay. Okay, I would move to accept this proposal.
Second.
Okay, been moved in second. Questions? Hearing none, then we'll have a vote.
Commissioner Knight,
Yes.
Commissioner Betts,
Yes.
Commissioner Nally.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, I believe you have 2 informational items that are coming from the library.
okay.
So those.
Any other information?
We also have a couple of recent personnel actions to report. We have hired Ashley Hatfield as our police services representative. We have Tanner Brown, who was recently promoted to landscape technician, and James Ross, who was promoted to equipment operator. And we also have Lily Wilcock, who was promoted to a planner 2.
Any other business? Wow. Well, there being no further business, we'll see you next month.
All right.
Okay.
Stands adjourned.